What's up, y'all? It's your boy Friday here. If you're new here, let me introduce myself. I've been playing Souls-like games since the release of Dark Souls in 2011, and I fell in love with Souls-like ever since. So I play every Souls-like you can think of at the highest level. I do reactions to soul clips, speed runs, challenge runs on this channel, including some PvP trolling. If that interests you, welcome, brother or sister. Hope you join the family. Hit that sub button, smash that like button, my man. And let's smash, brother. What's up, y'all? We are starting a new series. This new series is what Souls game should you start with? My goal in this series is to get you all the correct starter game to get you addicted to the Souls-like series, man. I play every single Souls game you can think of. You guys name it, I played it. I've done challenge runs, speed runs, everything you can pretty much think of. I'm gonna pretty much in this series help you find the best Souls game for you that fits your playstyle, your personality, and the difficulty you are seeking. The biggest thing I always hear is most people don't hop into Souls games because of the difficulty. And I just want to be able to veer you in the right place just in case you're one of those people that are missing out on all the fucking fun that Souls games bring. Alright, but as far as what these games will be tested by, they'll be tested by a number of factors, including a death counter for each one in the top right of the screen. This will be in no order, just played and rated among several factors, which you will see momentarily. We starting with Dark Souls Remastered. Of course, it's the remastered version of the Dark Souls that came out in 2011. The first Souls game I've ever played, the one that got me addicted. Well, to be honest, the real story behind it is I saw my father playing it, and when I saw him playing it, like the coolest shit ever. The dude had an axe with lightning on it. Shit got me immediately. I saw him fighting these two golden bosses at the same time. I was like, how the fuck do I play and when the fuck do I play? You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what got me in Souls likes, just that experience alone. So yes, I decided to torture myself and replay all of these games all over again to give you guys a fair assessment on which game to start with. Because I felt like if I just went off my old assessment on a game, I feel like I'm gonna gas the game up and just really make it sound like it's better than what it is. I wanted a fresh experience, so I could give you guys real raw gameplay and raw experience and things I went through, even as being a Souls vet. Alright, so let's hop right in. First thing we're going into is difficulty and boss fights. The reason why I put these two tiers is because they intertwine. The difficulty and the boss fights go hand in hand. It's not a Souls-like without the boss fights. Just being honest, you can make any RPG and say it's a Souls-like, but it's not a Souls-like without the fucking boss fights. Alright, so if you're looking for a difficult game, Dark Souls Remastered is not gonna be where you want to start. And here's the reason why. Dark Souls Remastered is not a hard game. It's an annoying game. Because the things that make it difficult aren't the actual bosses, aren't the enemies, and it isn't even really the game. The things that make it difficult are mostly the mechanics, man. You're mostly dealing with shitty mechanics, which make the game... matter of fact, I won't even say shitty. You're dealing with 2011 mechanics. And 2011 mechanics are the reason why the game can be fucking frustrating. And just all honesty, the boss fights are fucking annoying as shit. And this is the reason why. They aren't hard, but getting to them is fucking too much. Like, you'll have this one spot where you'll die 50 fucking times to gravity, or you'll die 50 times because it's fucking dark as shit and you can't see a goddamn thing, and you need an item to be able to get what the fuck you need. And then after that, you run into like the worst fucking boss in the game, the daughter of Chaos, whatever the fuck her name is, where you gotta run a country fucking mile just to get to the boss. And then once you get to the boss, it has grass fingers that knock you in the holes. to make you come all the way back to the finish. It's not even like the boss is hard, bro. It's just the holes in the floor kill you so. But you're gonna at least, like, if you're not a literal Souls vet who's ran through Dark Souls fucking remastered 1,000 times and speedrun, you're gonna die on. You're gonna for sure be on this part for an hour. Not because the boss is hard, but because you have to run 1,000 fucking yards to the damn boss just to fight the boss, just for the fucking boss with grass fingers to knock you in the fucking holes so you can run back. Miyazaki did this shit on purpose, bro. I don't care if I said his fucking name wrong. He did this shit on purpose. This boss literally is what I'm talking about when I say it's too fucking much to get to a fucking boss. Way too much, bro. Alright, so combat mechanic and movement. We kind of already hit on the combat. I'm sorry, not on the combat, but the mechanics of the game. You already know the mechanics of the game are 2011, so we can't have high hopes for it. But as far as the combat actually not too bad. I use a scythe pretty much 95% of the game. It was actually my first time actually going through the game using a scythe. The greatest scythe ain't too bad. I tried to swap over to another scythe because it just sounded badass, but it was fucking trash. It was the Soul Stealer scythe or something like that. It was trash. But more of it all, as far as the combat mechanics in the game, they're not that bad. Yes, can you have trouble? But I mean, I think the parrying is pretty smooth. And as far as whenever you hit people and shit, your hitboxes, they do what they're supposed to do. They register nice. I mean, I don't really have too much of anything bad to say about the mechanics as far as the combat mechanics. Now, movement is fucking shit. If you're locked on, the movement is ass. So, in all honesty, whenever you play this game, if you ever play this game, do not lock on to any fucking boss. Don't. If you play any modern day Souls fucking games, do not lock on to the fucking bosses. It's gonna kill you 9 times out of 10. Because once you lock on them, you can only roll in 4 directions. Straight, left, right, and backwards. No diagonal rolling, no side, nothing. That's it. So, and mostly every boss fight you see here, I do not fucking lock on. Because it's just a fucking headache trying to lock on. And it's like you're putting yourself at a complete disadvantage. But other than that, that's really all I can really hit on the combat and the mechanics, because it's not bad at all, man. It's pretty fucking smooth, and it's probably because it's a remastered version. I pretty much love the parrying system in this game. It's not as hard as the other games. It's very fucking easy, and it kind of feels smooth whenever you do it too. I think it's just because it's a bigger parry window. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about the combat mechanics. Alright, my favorite part I want to talk about was the world design. Dark Souls Remastered has by far the best world design out of any other Dark Souls game. Any Souls game, I don't care what Souls game you name, has the best, and here's why. Everything connects to one place. The end of the game, starting the game, everything connects to one fucking spot. It's a fucking masterpiece. I don't even know how the fuck they did it. In all honesty, it's the most creative shit I've ever seen in a video game. Dark Souls Remastered, just Firelink Shrine has literally changed video games forever. It did. I don't know if you guys know that, but Firelink Shrine changed video games forever because of how the entire map just connected in synchrony with each other so fucking well. So as far as the world design, that's no question. It has the best world design of any Souls game, easily. It's not even debatable. But I mean, yes. As far, can you say some levels fucking suck? Yes. Are there worse levels than other Souls games? Yes. But typically in every Souls game, there's one level that just fucking sucks dick. I think they do it on purpose. In all honesty, and we all know what level I'm talking about. Fucking poison every fucking where. But other than that, man, I mean, world design is amazing. 10 out of 10 world design. I know I didn't have too much to say about the world design, but that's not a bad thing. Let's hop into the next segment. All right, so the learning curve and the replayability of this game. The only learning curve you learn by playing the first Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition or Dark Souls Remastered, to me basically the same thing, just with the DLC, and one doesn't. The only thing you learn is to keep fucking trying. You try again, to try again, to try again. Because the literal purpose of this game was for you to fucking die multiple times. That was their goal. You could tell by some of these levels, like it was almost impossible to not die if you're on a first playthrough. Even like dog, this is probably like my 70th, 80th playthrough of this game. In all honesty, outside of the speed runs that I've done of this game, I don't really count those. But as far as just regular runs of this game, probably 80 times, and I still died a fuck ton, as you can see. So with that being said, I think the biggest learning curve is just keep trying, man. If you die to a fucking enemy, go back and fight that enemy 10 fucking times and get your motherfucking lick back. Straight up, that's literally the best I can put it. Now, as far as replayability, this game has tremendous replayability. Tremendous. I like dead ass. I would not go back and play a game 80 times. I fucking wouldn't, bro. It's a nostalgic feeling, bro, of playing. It almost feels, and I hate putting it like this, but it almost feels arcadish. Like Dark Souls dead ass feels almost arcadish to me, in my opinion. It really does. Um, and I guess just because with the modern games and how good everything looks now, whenever you come back and play this, it just feels like 2011, and I love that about this game. That's what I love so much about it, is that it feels like back in, like it feels like an older game. And sometimes people like to play older games that they feel a tad bit older. The newer is great, don't get me wrong, but it's just a fucking masterpiece on how it feels. It really is. And I think it's more of a nostalgic feeling that makes us replay the game over and over. And I feel like you'll get the same exact feeling if you went ahead and played it too as well. All right, well, let's hop into the next segment, man. Dang, we already at the last segment? That's crazy. Well, the big question that everybody wants to know. Will Dark Souls Remastered turn you into a Souls addict? In my opinion, no. I don't think Dark Souls Remastered will turn you into a Souls addict. Is it a great starter? Fuck yes. It's an amazing starter. It teaches you that resiliency of fucking Souls games. It really does. An amazing starter game. But will it turn you into a Soul addict? Probably not, bro. It's too many newer games with so much shit you can do that will blow this motherfucking game out of the water. So I don't know if it'll turn you into a Souls addict, man. But as far as replayability, that's there. As far as a good starter, that's there too as well. So take all the information with you today and everything I gave you, man. Make an educated decision on if this would be a good game for you to start it. As far as with the Souls games, I hope I gave you a good guidance on where to go with this game. And there's tons of content that you can go into on how you actually want to play this game. Yes, are there glitches still available for this game? Yes, I kept them completely out of this video because do I play with glitches? Fuck yes, sometimes. So sometimes you just want to play how you want to play. But I don't want to include them in this because I feel like your first playthrough, bro, just play it correctly so you can learn correctly. Delayed gratification, brother. Delayed gratification. But some closing statements, my man. In all honesty, don't take what I said, don't take the bad things I said about this game too harshly. This playthrough just gave me a fucking headache this time around. It really is a legendary game, but when playing it, you just gotta remember it was made in 2011. Around that time, this game was fucking legendary, and that's how we had the masterpieces we have today, like Elden Ring and Bloodborne, etc. But with that information I gave you, man, if you want those arcadish mechanics along with the bosses, just remember, man, people play this game for the nostalgia, in all honesty. So that's what I got for you, man. Friday out. I hope I gave you guys some good information to run off of. And yeah, man, I'm out this bitch.